What's up, Revivalists? How's it going? Simon here from CD Revival once again, and today I'm going to do the next part of my CD collection video, and it's going to be the stuff that starts with G. I'm going to go through a few that you've already seen maybe in my ranking videos, and also the rest of the stuff that's already in G as well, and a few bits that I've picked up from letters that I've previously done as well, so I'll just share a few of those quickly as well. So we'll just crack on with those. Starting off, I've got a few Genesis albums. First one is Selling England by the Pound, which is a classic one from back in the 70s. This is the definitive remaster. So yeah, pretty good. It's obviously one of their more proggy ones. So yeah, really good album. Not listened to it loads of times, but yeah, pretty decent. I've got, and then there were three, which is with Phil Collins on vocals. So yeah, that's when they were sort of changing from, you know, their proggier stuff to going into their more modern day style stuff. So that's pretty cool. I've got the album Duke, which is a popular one of theirs. Really good album, this one as well. Some good stuff on here. And I have got We Can't Dance, which I picked up in a charity shop as well. I think it's probably the last one that they did with Phil Collins as well. But yeah, it's alright, it's not too bad. And I've also got the Platinum Collection, which is a 3-disc, really cool collection of like all their, you know, all their stuff basically. Well, not all their stuff, but it goes from, you know, the start to the very end. And yeah, 3 discs, a lot of good stuff on here, all the classics, and a lot of their lengthier stuff, and their newer stuff as well. So that's really cool. Really do like that one. I've got a few other bits. The soundtrack for Vice City. This is Laszlo Presents. So this is like the rock channel from the game Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which has got a lot of really cool stuff on it. Judas Priest, Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, Ozzy Osbourne. So real cool sort of 80s mix of stuff that you probably already got, but a nice collection nevertheless. I've got Good Charlotte's Young and the Hopeless. Not a massive fan of theirs, but picked it up cheap, and you know, I thought it was worth £1, which is probably what it was. But yeah, not a bad one. I think this is their first album, but so I'm not super familiar with their entire discography, but pretty cool. Going on from Genesis, I've got a few Peter Gabriel. This one here, which is I think the Car one it's known as. This is the Super Audio CD. Now I picked this up for £1, and I've seen it going on eBay and stuff for like 80 quid. So I was pretty happy with myself for that. So yeah, not a bad album. Obviously one of his earlier ones, I think maybe his second one, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, pretty cool. Got the album So, which is obviously his most famous one to most people. It's got things like Sledgehammer, Big Time, Don't Give Up on it. Used to have this back in the day on vinyl. Pretty cool album. And the album Up as well from Peter Gabriel. And that's not really listened to that too many times, but once again picked it up cheaply and went for that. So that's pretty cool. I have got, this came from my brother. He gave, obviously, as you know, if you've seen a few of my videos, he gave me a bunch of CDs. Soundtrack from Gladiator, the Russell Crowe film. Turns out that he's a massive Hans Zimmer fan, so I've got a bunch of stuff with Hans Zimmer, doing soundtracks and what have you. So Gladiator soundtrack. Another one he actually gave me is this one here. This is not even open, so I guess he didn't really, wasn't too fussed about it. I don't know what it's like, but it's a band called God Forbid. To the Fallen Hero it's called. So yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Still sealed up. Give it a spin at some point. Got some Ghost stuff, which I say I've done a Ghost ranking video, so if you want to check that out, I can leave a link or just go through my channel and you'll see the Ghost ranking video. So I'll go through these quickly. The Ghost first album, Opus Eponymous, Infestessimum, and I've got Prequel and Meliora, and the newest one as well, Impera, which is pretty cool. Also really like Ghost, good band, good discography. A couple by the band Gorillaz, got their first album, which is kind of, yeah, I don't know what you describe it as, kind of poppy, electro, not too sure. Damon Albarn on vocals, pretty big news a few years ago. And a DVD single of Tomorrow Comes Today by them as well. A couple by The Game, first album, documentary, Compton gangster rap, you know, it's pretty decent to be fair. And I've got his second album as well, Doctor's Advocate. First two were produced by Dr. Dre, but yeah, pretty cool albums if you like West Coast gangster rap. I recently did, obviously my last video was my Green Day discography ranking, so I'll go through those real quick. I've got Dookie, Insomniac, Nimrod, Warning, American Idiot, the Live Bullet in a Bible, that's the CD DVD set, 21st Century Breakdown, the trilogy Uno, DOS, and also Trey, and I've got the Revolution Radio as well. A couple by a band, Goldie Looking Chain, greatest hits. It's not their greatest hits, they've done a few albums to be honest with you, sort of comedy, Welsh hip hop, but yeah, pretty funny. This has got the famous track Guns Don't Kill People, Rappers Do on it, but yeah, it's always raises a smile listening to Goldie Looking Chain. So greatest hits, and also this one here, I think this one's Safe as Fuck. Yeah, Safe as Fuck. Yeah, comedy, but you know, pretty cool as well, and yeah, just funny, man. Guns N' Roses did their discography as well, ranking. So check out my Green Day. I've got, if you want to hear more about those albums and see them more, then I've got the ranking of those as I have with Guns N' Roses. So Appetite for Destruction, Lies, Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2, and The Spaghetti Incident, Live Era 87 to 93, double CD, Chinese Democracy, and that's like Unplugged. It's like a bootleg CD, this one, so that's pretty cool as well. And I've got a Girls' School CD, Wild at Heart, which is basically a hits package. That's pretty cool. Did some stuff with Motorhead as well, which is probably their big claim to fame. It's got Emergency on here, which is with Motorhead. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Sort of, yeah, proper early 80s metal. And in the last one in the G's is this one, which is another charity shop, David Gilmour, On an Island. This is like a book one, oops. Yeah, it comes in like a book format as well, so I was pretty happy to get this for a good price. Big fan of Pink Floyd, Dave Gilmour, great guitarist. It's a pretty cool album. So that's it for G, really. I got one from F, which I recently got a couple of days ago, which is the third Faster Pussycat album, which is Whipped. Not as good as their first two, to be honest with you, but still not a bad album, pretty cool. So yeah, I got that a couple of days ago. I got another Extreme album which I didn't have, waiting for the Punchline. That's that one there. That's pretty cool. I do like Extreme. I think they're a pretty underrated band, to be honest with you. Really good musicians, good vocalists, just a good songwriters, good band. And I also picked up, which is a brand new, only came out this month, which is the Dead Cross 2, which is another Mike Patton side project. Dave Lombardo on drums. Yeah, very noisy, very kind of thrashy, hardcore. It's only about half an hour long, this one, but yeah, pretty cool album. If you like Mike Patton, it's just got his trademark quirkiness in it, but I say really like quite a heavy album, this one, Dead Cross, and that is my update on those as well. I'd say I've got a few other bits, but they'll be in videos to come, so I'll show them off then. So that's G done, dusted, out of the way. Next one will be H. I don't think I've got any bands to do like rankings for in H, but I'll obviously show through there. I've got things like Helloween and Helmet and stuff like that, but Helloween have got quite a long discography and I've only got a few of their albums. Helmet, you know, yeah, probably won't do a ranking for them either. It comes after that. I've done Iron Maiden already, I've got a video for that already, but I've got a bunch of their live albums to show off as well. So after that would be J, and I've got Judas Priest, which I am starting to sort of work my Judas Priest ranking together now. Obviously they've got a large discography, so going through all of those again, so just basically binging on Priest now so I can do their proper discography ranking. So that'll take yeah, probably hope to have that done maybe this time next week, maybe slightly after, see how I get on. But yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously great band, and there'll be a few surprises in there. I've seen quite a few Judas Priest rankings and they're all fairly similar, certainly at the bottom end, and I don't think mine will be quite the same, so keep your eyes open for that. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, to my channel, so you'll be updated on when that new video is out. Hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks very much for watching, and you all take it steady. Cheers.